Hi everyone, this is Coloring at Midnight. Welcome. Today I am going to do a color along in this book here, 50 Romantic Miniatures by Kameliya Angelkova. I am going to use these pencils here. They are kids pencils. It's Color Peps by Muppet. I have the 48 set and I am using them because I was moving my swatches from a big binder that I have to a small binder, and while I was redoing the swatches I noticed that there is a long time since I used them, and I like to use all my art supplies, even the cheap ones or the more expensive ones. I like to use them all. So the page that I am going to work on is this one. I already did these 3 flowers here, but I am going to color all of them in the same colors. So I am going to show you how I do a few of them, and then I move to another object here. Another thing that I am using is this writing board here, because I think this paper is quite thin, and because these pencils they don't have much pigment, you have to press them down a bit harder to get the pigment out. This board here, it helps me to prevent indenting, marking the pages below, and it also helps with fatigue because it is a harder surface and it feels like you don't have to work so hard. I don't know how to explain that, but I love using this guy with these books printed by Amazon. So I am going to zoom you in and get started. Alright, so the colors that I am using are these deep blue, lovely pink, and marshmallow. These are the colors. If you don't have these pencils and you want to follow, you can try to see if you have these colors here in other set, I guess. So I'm going to move you guys because I color from the side. I feel it's more comfortable, and with these kind of pencils, these budget friendly or kids pencils, I like to start with the darkest color because they have a lot of wax, and if you start with the lightest color, you won't be able to get much pigment when you reach the dark colors. I'm not sure if I am making sense. Also with them, I like to use a very sharp point because I feel like in that way I get the most pigment and I get to these white parts of the paper easily. So I'm using here a dark pressure in this part because I want it to have, I want it to be saturated with this blue. And then I go and light, I reduce the pressure to get this nice shade here. Blend, I guess that's the word. Okay. Then I go with the marshmallow, and I start here because the color blends quite well with these two colors. They blend quite well. And I do the same. I start here with half pressure, and then I will go and reduce this pressure as I will going further. I think this flower I went too far with the darkest blue, but it's okay, they don't have to be all the same. And I go back and forth like that because I want to flat this white of the paper. But I don't use a super heavy pressure because it will mark the paper. I'm not sure how I feel about this combination of colors. When I was trying it on a piece of paper, I thought it was beautiful. But after I colored these flowers here, I wasn't sure if it is a good combo of colors. When I started coloring in the end of 2019, when I started, if I chose a color that I didn't like, I would stop and I wouldn't finish the page. So I have so many pages unfinished because of that. But after I watched, I don't remember who was, but after I watched a video of a colorist here on YouTube, she said that we should always finish our pages because sometimes you don't like while you are coloring, but when you finish, most of the times you will like it, or at least it will have something in the page that you like. And after that, I never left any page without finishing it more. And she was right. Like, I am not sure about these colors, but I will do anyway. And maybe at the end I will enjoy it more, you know? Let's do this side here to change a little bit. I hope it's nice for you just to see what I am doing. So how are you doing? Are you doing lots of coloring this month? I have done quite a few pages by now. But I don't know what happened. This month I am feeling quite inspired and happy when I am coloring. It's not always like that. There are times that I go weeks without coloring a single page. I like to go back with the middle color that I chose, just to smooth more the blending. These pencils, they are nice. They're not bad. But this paper, I don't think they work well. I mean, they are kids' pencils, like Crayola. If you know what you have, like, you won't expect them to act like Prismacolor or something like that. So if you know what you have, you can actually enjoy them for what they are. They are budget-friendly pencils. I don't know, the box with 48 pencils, I think I paid $6, $5. It was $6, I believe. So it's very, very cheap. And you can have fun with them. You have to work a little more to blend them, but they work well. Right, I am going to do this one flower here, and I will move to the leaf. So, have you seen the videos out there about Arteza? I think it's Arteza or Arteza. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But I've been watching quite a few videos talking about them, about the issue of they dissolving with water. Oops. Now I need to sharpen it again. Okay. So yeah, about Arteza, I've watched quite a lot of videos talking about the problem, about the dissolving with water, the permanent colored pencils, not the watercolor ones. And people was so mad about that. I have the Arteza pencils, both watercolor and the not watercolor. And I did try my pencils, and I am so glad that they did not dissolve with water. But to be honest, even if they had dissolved, I would have kept them because I enjoy using them in my coloring books. I mean, they are, for me at least, I think they are quite smooth, quite easy to blend, quite pigmented. I really enjoy using them to color. But I do understand the people who got mad about that, because they may want to use them in different ways. They may want to use them for mixed media or other things. But I know that Arteza, if you go and complain, if you go to the support and complain to them about a product that you got and it is not working properly, they sometimes they refund or they will send you a new product. I know that because past year I got a box of the iconic fine liners, the 72 set, and a few pens were dried. I couldn't get anything out of them. So I got the numbers of the colors in the pens and I wrote to them asking if they could send me those pens, a replacement for those pens. And they sent me a whole new box of fine liners. They didn't ask me for pictures or anything to prove. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that at all. So from my personal experience with them, I will be honest with you, I do like them. So I don't know what's happening. I watched a video by the Frugal Crafter. I always forget her name. But if you didn't watch this video where she talks about the Orteza, she published it a few days ago. You should watch. She explains a bit how these companies that they don't have their own factory to create the pencils, they contract other factories, mainly in China. So they don't have that much of control of what comes. And since they refund you no matter what, if you have any problem with the product that you got, I don't see why you should get mad, you know? It's not like they are trying to fool you or anything like that. So yeah, that's the flowers. I think I am going to the leaves here. And I am back. I had to turn my phone off because it was overheating, and while I waited for it to cool down, I colored the other flowers here. I also did an extra layer of each color because I wanted to cover the white of the paper better. So that's all I did, and now we are going to color the leaves. I chose 3 shades of greens. I don't have many options because this set's only 48 colors. So these are the colors in case you want to follow and find the colors in your set of pencils. So that's that. I am going to zoom you in and we shall start here. Well, as I did with the flowers, I am going to start with the darkest green that I have, and it is green Gulf. I am not using a light source to choose the highlights, I am doing it random. So I'm going to apply it where I feel like applying it. I don't have much experience with coloring, even that I started at the end of 2019. I am a slow colorist and I do enjoy other hobbies. So I am kind of advanced beginner, if you could say that. Do you guys that enjoy coloring, do you have other hobbies? If you have, which ones? I I love drawing, but not drawing like an artist. It's just simple, easy drawings. Most of them following a tutorial that I can find on YouTube, Skillshare, even on Pinterest. There are a lot of tutorials. I also love Zentangle. And what else? I also enjoy doing crafts. I don't know, like, for example, it's a kind of a box where I store my alcohol markers. I did it with foam. It's those kinds of crafts that I enjoy doing. And I also like to do art journal. And sometimes I do crochet, knitting. I don't do much of them because I have a problem in my arm, my right arm. And if I do a lot of knitting or crochet, it hurts my arm so badly. So those I do just once in a while. And other hobby that I love doing is beadwork. If you don't know what it is creating jewelry with seed beads, tiny little beads. It's like you are sewing the beads together and creating a jewelry, a bracelet or a ring, an earring. I enjoy quite a lot. But since the end of the last year, most thing that I am doing is coloring because I'm feeling so happy when I am coloring. I don't know why. It feels so good to put the colors on the paper. Even when I don't like the colors that I chose. I mean, it's still fun. It's like a safe adventure that you go. For me, choosing colors are really difficult. I am not a person who knows by heart which colors goes along with each colors. I have the will to help you choose colors, but I don't use it that much. Oops, I am out of the camera. I'm so sorry. So, like I was saying, I use that color wheel. Not that much, just when I remember, I guess. I don't know. Most of the times, I try to do something random because it's funny. I don't know. Sometimes I want to play safe and I look for color schemes on Pinterest or Instagram, but most of the times I choose my own colors because it's funny. It's like an adventure where you don't know if it will work or not, and it is exciting. How do you choose your colors for your books? Do you also choose them at will? Like there are some days where I am feeling like I want red. I want to color something with red. Or like when I chose these colors, I was feeling like I wanted blue and pink. So I went with this color combo. I mean, I don't color my pages to make them pretty. I mean, I want them to look pretty, but it's more of like what I am feeling, what colors I am feeling. I know it sounds weird. But I think I will go dark side. It's like when you finish a coloring, and I am out of the camera again. I'm so sorry. It's like when I finish a coloring page, it's like a photo of what I am feeling. I don't know if that makes any sense. liking how the leaves are turning out. I think this part should be all dark because it's behind. And you see, I am not using any rule of light source, but I use a little bit of it, I guess. Like, I want this part to be dark because it's behind. Yeah, but it's quite random. I don't like having rules on my coloring because for me this is a time and a place where I can escape reality. Sorry I am moving you around so much. It's because for me I have to color from the side. And I think I have to sharpen it again. One second. Better now. Oh, another thing that I wanted to tell you is that I don't know if one of the people who left messages for me in my previous videos, I don't know if one of you are watching, but I want to thank you so much for the lovely messages, the kind words that you left for me. It made me feel so welcome. It made me feel so happy. I don't know how to explain. I had no idea that a nice comment like that could be so important. So I am so thankful because when I started this channel, I wasn't sure if I had anything nice to offer. Like, I love watching everyone's video while I am coloring because it's like having a friend with me while I am coloring. So whenever I am coloring, I am watching YouTube. It's what I like to do. And I am always watching another colorist video because that's how I feel, like I am having a friend with me while I am coloring. And when I decided to create my channel, I wanted to provide the same feeling for others. I wanted them to have me as a friend or a coloring buddy while they are doing their own stuff. But I'm not the most confident person in the world, so I have a lot of self-doubts. So when I saw the messages in my completed pages video, oh my gosh, I was so happy, so happy to know that there are people who are enjoying, and I felt so welcome. Oh my gosh, our coloring community is so lovely. I am glad that I found out about coloring. So yes, that's what I wanted to say. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. Another thing about my channel, about what I plan for this channel, our channel, I like to think, is that I started it with showing some books that I got, and I put background music on, so it wouldn't be a silent video. But the thing is, I don't like videos with background music. That's me. I'm not saying they are not good videos. It's just that I don't like. I much prefer a quiet video with just the sounds of the pencil. For example, if the person is coloring, I would prefer just to hear the sounds of the pencil or the pages turning if the person is showing flip through, than the music. If the person doesn't want to talk, if the person wants to talk, for me it's the best. But if the person chooses not to talk, I would much prefer a quiet video than a music background video. But that's me. I'm not saying that everyone should do that or anything like that. It's just my preference. So when I am watching a video that has music, I always put in mute. I mute the sound because I don't want to listen to music. If I want to listen to music, I will have my own music, Yeah, I think I am. I have problems. But anyways, what I am trying to tell you is that I did a few videos with music in the background, and then I realized that I was doing something that I don't like. So I stopped and I started to do a flip through of books with me talking. And okay, now I am going to the darkest color, the middle tone. It is kiwi. So what I want to tell you is that I am planning to do videos with when I don't feel like talking, because my problem is English is not my first language, and oops, I'm sorry. And sometimes I have a bit of difficulty to explain what I am thinking, or also there are times where I am a quiet person, so there are times when I don't feel much like talking. So what I was thinking was of me doing videos, and if I don't feel like talking, I would do quiet videos without the music, because I don't like them. I love music. I don't like music in the background as I am watching. That's what I want to say. So please tell me, what do you think about that? If it would bother you to have a quiet video. For example, if I am showing a book, or if you do prefer the music in the background, I don't know. But you see, these pencils, you can blend with them. Right when I started coloring, I thought that I had to get the best pencils in the world, because there is a saying that is something like, the life is too short to lose time with low quality art supplies. I think that's something like that. Life is too short to lose time with low quality supplies. And when I started, I was one that thought like that I should have good quality materials, because I only have one life and I didn't want to lose time. But sometime, I don't know, I can't explain when or why I changed. I don't think like that anymore. Now I think that I can have fun with whatever I have. I would say life is too short to be complaining about stuff when you could have fun, you know. So if you can't afford expensive colored pencils, I think you shouldn't bother. You can have fun with whatever pencils you get. Whatever art materials you have, you can have a lot of fun. You just need to understand what you have, because, for example, you have a dollar store watercolor set. You have to accept that they don't have that high quality pigment, they will work differently. So if you stop comparing the things and accept what they are for what they are, then you will have fun. What I mean is, when I stopped comparing these pencils with polychromos or Prismacolors, I start to accept them for what they are. That's when I started having fun with them. That's when I realized that I had to work with them in a different way to color. And now I enjoy them for what they are. I use Crayola pencils quite a lot. And one of the things that I most like about the Crayolas are the colors. They have some unique colors that I don't see in other sets. So yeah. Oh, it's looking nice, don't you think? Now I am getting the lightest color. Is the apple green. I'm afraid this video will be quite long. I don't know how I am going to do it. If I am going to publish one long video, or if I am going to do part 1 and part 2. How do you feel about long videos? Do you enjoy them, or do you prefer short videos? Or how long do you think it's nice? Like 30 minutes at maximum, or 1 hour? Do you think it's okay, 1 hour? I am one of those who enjoys everything. I enjoy the short videos, the long videos. The long videos actually are the ones that I like to do while I am coloring. And the short videos I watch when I am doing another stuff. But I am afraid that this one will be way too long. Okay, so now that you saw what I did, what I am going to do out of camera is going one more time with the 3 colors, doing exactly what I did. It's like one extra layer. I will do the green, the dark green in the places where I did with half pressure, so I can cover this white of the paper. So I'm going to do this out of camera, and when I finish I will come back. Alright, so this is how it turned out after I did a second layer of each color in the leaves. It turned out more vibrant, and now I am stop here and I am going to do the other parts of the coloring in a separate video, because I think this one is quite long. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed what we did, and see you in the next part. Bye bye.